I told our guys in the locker room, never underestimate winning. Tremendous win. Faced a little adversity after, not playing a great game on Wednesday night. But where else would you rather, challenge our guys? Where else would you rather go to kind of find out about yourselves than at Austin Peay? And credit Isaiah and credit Ed, two great senior leaders for finishing out the game for us. So good win. Told them we need to get away from it tomorrow, and we'll be back on Monday. We start school Monday, and we'll get ready for Eastern Illinois Tuesday or Wednesday.
Isaiah, what is it about playing here at Austin Peay that just kind of brings out the best in you? You started off really hot again like you did last year.
Just really, it's a big rivalry, and you got to try to teach the younger guys what it's about. And regardless of what their record is, we knew they was gonna come out ready to play, and we had to respond. And I don't know what these past 2 years I've been able to come out and be making shots. So I enjoyed it, and I know I got to give my team a spark, whether it's on the defense end or on the offense end. And when I'm open, I try to make the shots, and credit they gym. It allowed me to make them sometimes, especially in here. And just got to keep pushing forward and getting better.
Isaiah, you made the first two. I asked Coach Luce if he thought about last year at all when you got hot. Did you think about last year at all in that stretch, or was that the furthest thing from your mind?
When I made the first two, I was like, is it round two? Then I missed. I was like, well, all right, well, it's a normal game. So kind of got back locked in, and like I say, just tried to take what the defense gave me. And I don't know why they kept bagging off, so I kind of made them pay the first two shots, and then they kind of pushed up on me a little bit. So I just try to read the defense, and whatever they give me, if it's an open shot, I take it. If it's getting to the goal or finding an open man, I try to make it happen.
Coach, how do you rate your defensive performance tonight? It seemed like guarding from the perimeter was a little tougher tonight.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job at times. We didn't hit some ball screens, and then we just, one thing we are searching for is a perimeter defensive stopper. We lost Juwan last year, then we lost Zay, and it's hard for Isaiah to go 35 minutes offense and 35 minutes defense. So you try to find one other guy to be the stopper. And credit Betran. He got in the paint some, made some tough shots, and then got some open threes that we can't afford. But we just got to continue to work on it. Continue to get Jeff Moss. I think he's coming, getting a little bit better. But this team's just is different. It's not. We got two really experienced guys, and then everybody else is just slowly getting into new roles and being asked a lot of them. But we got to get better in that area. Betran, we can't give somebody up 27 points. But credit him, he did a good job.
Coach, Ed gets those two really quick fouls there in the first half, but you guys survived the first half with the lead. Talk about the play of your young guys inside.
Yeah, I thought Eric McCree, I thought he did some good things. He's played, when he's gotten in the game, I think he's played with a lot more energy. Defensively is what I'm harping on the most, and it's hard as a freshman, defensively to understand the intensity and the level that you have to play with each and every possession. But I thought he chased some balls down. I thought he was active. He missed a shot or two, but I'm not really concerned about that. But I thought he was good, and then I thought Tyler Rambo, I know he's a wing, but he came in even with 6 minutes and did some good things. And I threw Trez in, and then we went on. They told me I didn't know, but we went on an 8-0 run to finish the half. But we were able to get some easy transition baskets and score in transition during that period.
When Trez was in, I was watching him, and he was directing around the freshmen a little bit, communicating really well.
Yeah.
Just talk about having his leadership back on the court.
Well, it's good, and he's not quite ready. My goal is, we've got two more rounds of games in January, and then really try to get him ready for that February run. And what I was most pleased about is I thought he moved around better, competed better. And that's when you lose a fifth-year senior, you lose a lot of experience, and he did a tremendous job playing a lot of big games for us. But he went in there, he got a couple rebounds, he made a great extra pass. Dexter didn't make the three, but it's what he can do, skill level wise, is reversing the basketball from the 4 spot. So it's good to see some good things from him, so we can slowly start working him in a little more.
Did you plan to try to get him some inside, or was that more out of necessity?
That was out of necessity tonight. I'm trying to, if we could win a couple games in a little bit more a bigger fashion, and I'd like to play him like at Martin, like the last 8 minutes, just to kind of get his bearings under him a little bit more. But I just felt more comfortable, and he looked like he was ready to go. And I asked him, and he felt confident about it, and he went in and played really well, I thought. And then I even threw him in at the end, just because knowledge of the game at the end when we had to get in and press offense.
Isaiah, talk a little about, I guess, playing in this kind of atmosphere. Their student section, pretty vocal like they always are. Do you ever listen? Do you ever hear any things coming from the crowd, especially here?
I hear it wherever we go, and I try not to pay too much attention to it. It don't distract me none. I think it's funny, just some of the stuff that they be saying, and they student section here don't like me at all anyway. So when it's shooting a free throw or something, I kind of walk over there just see what they gonna say, and I kind of walk away smiling. And I mean, it's just motivation to try to prove it wrong, but it don't bother me at all. Like I say, I think it's pretty funny, and just try to make sure I keep leading the team the best way I can.
Is there a student section that likes you?
Probably not.
Murray State.
Yeah, besides
Coach, talk to me about Ed had a great game, obviously 21 points. But talk to me about his contribution off the boards at 13 rebounds.
Yeah, we talked to him at halftime, and I asked him at halftime. I said, man, was it last year that you struggled in the first half and came back and played very well? And he was like, yeah, I think it was the last 2 years. In fact, he said that he had struggled in the first half, foul trouble, and came back and played really well. And I was going to take him out of the game. He didn't want to get out of the game, and I kind of let him and Isaiah kind of tell me by need when they need, because we need them out on the floor. And Ed's 21-13, and then makes big free throws down the stretch. The thing, and it's one thing I talk to him all the time, is just the 4 turnovers. We got to get those down for a total complete game. But he's been great. I mean, I couldn't ask anything more of him. And to come back, I don't know what he had at halftime, but to come back and finish the game like that, 21-13, was impressive.
Can you describe his free throw shooting at the end of big games? I mean, he just always hits them, it seems like.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's a 60 to 65. I wish my goal with him was, man, if he could be 65 to 70, that'd be great. And 70%. But at the end of games, he makes them. And I think he made 3 out of 4 maybe to end the game. But that's why we went in there, penetrated. I don't know if it was Isaiah or Stacy, but dumped it off to him and he got fouled. But credit him and his toughness. And it's the growth that he's made, really, from since he's got here. It's a tremendous growth, and I'm happy for him.
Speaking of free throws, Coach, Jeffrey hit one at the very end of the game. I saw him after the game was over. He had a big old smile on his face. Talk about a freshman being able to, kind of in a game where that free throw means a lot to be able to do that.
Well, it was big. We were hoping for 2, but if you get 1, you can't get beat in regulation. But then Ed made such a smart play. He kind of corralled Purvis over there, and they weren't able to get a look at all. I wasn't going to call a timeout on a make. They didn't have timeouts. I was hoping he'd make it. We were up 4, and the ball game's pretty much over there. But he had made 14 in a row to start the season. That's pretty good for a freshman. So he's doing a better job for us. Continue to get him more reps on the defensive end, and continue to shoot the basketball, and hopefully we can get him, putting that basketball on the floor a little bit and get to the paint. But, he's a tough kid. He's a starting quarterback in high school. He played a really good high school, 6A school in Alabama. So he's going to be, a big part of our team this year.
You said the freshmen maybe didn't know that this was a rivalry game. You think after tonight, Jeff and Eric and those guys know how much of a rivalry?
Yeah, I hope so. I was only in the locker room. The locker room was small, so I just let the guys, enjoy it. And I got out of there because it's hot. It's hot in here. And I hope they do. I hope they do. Because these guys, know, and it means a lot to, not just the team. It means a lot to our community and our university and alumni and former players. So there's a lot of pressure playing in this game.
Coach, you guys set the press pretty early in the second half, got some turnovers. Are we going to see more of that as the year goes on?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, this team, we're trying to figure out the best way to play with this team. And slowly, offensive and defensively, kind of make changes. And I thought we got some, I thought we were able to get Isaiah going to the basket a little bit, off some things. But defensively, we got it. I thought that was a big spark. We were down and tied it up and then took the lead. We're playing with a couple things, and, we're going to continue to figure out the best way to max this team out.
You guys had 17 turnovers, a lot of them were unforced. Anything you can do to keep working on that?
That's one of that. That's we're 12-4, and I'm excited to be 12-4. 12-4, we're first in our side of the division, which is terrific. But our couple losses, you look at decision making, shot selection, and those things where our turnovers aren't dead ball turnovers. Our turnovers are giving the other team 2 points or 3 points on the other end, and it's keeping the margin of error very small and keeping the game close. Just continue to show film, continue to try to put them in better positions. But the last 2 minutes of the game was a classic example. What we had a loose ball. We talk about when loose ball, you just grab it, chin it, get it to Isaiah, and we'll run offense. We try to dribble it. We turn it over. Then Brandon threw the long pass to Stacy with a minute and a half left. All we want to do, get it to Isaiah, spread the floor, and turn some clock. But, we'll continue to learn. We got a lot of new guys that are in new positions and new roles. And, as the season goes, we just want to continue to get better and better to peak in February.
And Isaiah, you and Ed are a senior class that have beaten Austin Peay 4 straight times on their home floor. What does that mean to you guys? Because that's kind of unusual for any team to beat its rival.
It means a lot because we know what it means with these games, especially this game. The Austin Peay game means to our fans. So it means a lot to be able to come in here, good atmosphere, and get 4 straight. And like I say, we do it for our fans because I'm sure it means a lot more to them than us because we was just recruited to come here to play basketball and then got pushed into the rivalry also. So we try to come out here and win these games so our fans can have something to talk about.
Coach, sidebar, can you talk about the Project Purple just a little bit?
Yeah, it was good because I've got it on my calendar, and I sat in my office on Wednesday or Thursday, I guess. I was in there early because after Wednesday night, but I was like, oh, Project Purple, and then I had a package on my desk that, he sent us all bands, and I got a Project Purple T-shirt, so we had the T-shirts made up for the guys. And Chris Herron came and spoke to us back in September, I think it was, and September, October, and Chris Herron fought substance abuse for all his life. Tremendous college player, tremendous McDonald's All-American out of high school, played for the Boston Celtics, but it got addicted, had a big substance abuse problem. And Project Purple is just to bring awareness to people with substance abuse problems and the fight to cure the substance abuse. So we want to, cancer and substance abuse, all those things. I want our team to know about it, be exposed to it, and be a part of trying to help bring awareness to it. So hopefully we did that tonight. I had the purple tie and the shirt and the wristband, and the coaches did, and then the players warmed up in the Chris Herron Project Purple. So that's kind of a summary of that.